Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Who are you?
I'm Emily Haines from
Ha-
Metric.
So 5 albums in, it's over a decade of a career. How do you feel the early material gels with the later stuff? Do you get sick of playing the early stuff?
It's strange. There really is a cohesion over the whole period of time. Like we still play songs from Old World Underground. We still play Dead Disco, and it's evolved so much over the years that it's managed to stay. And there's songs from Live It Out that still just they have to be part of the set in a way. And obviously from Fantasies and we don't really play anything from Grow Up and Blow Away, but that's kind of our unofficial
Yeah.
release. So it's actually that's kind of part of what has been great about putting together this tour and the content for these shows. It's really a journey for people, and a lot of Metric fans have been with us from the beginning. It's kind of part of the point of the band. It's like you're evolving in your life, and we're evolving in ours too. We're not
Yeah.
static. So
And since you first started, the music industry's evolved a lot as well.
yeah, for the better. In my opinion.
Why for the better?
Oh, well, because, we've always been really progressive and independent minded, and, it's so much is about timing. And when I write the book of my life, it'll be really interesting, I think, to sort of, grid it alongside the changes we've seen in the world. Like when we came to England, Jimmy and I in 99, it was we met with every record label. It was really intense. Like
There's a lot of money.
yeah, there's a lot of money getting thrown around, and it was tragic because every label that we would end up, they'd be like, oh my God, we really want to do this. We've heard the demos. It's going to be great. They would go to sign us, and then they would find out that they just lost all their funding. Like that's what happened with Food Records. Andy Ross, one of the first believers in Metric, and I really love that guy actually. And of course, put out all the Blur records on Food, and he was like, this is going to be great. But when he went to EMI to say, hey, this is the band I want to sign now, they said, no, you're not signing them, and you just lost all your funding. So that was the climate that we started out in as a band, and also with the prevalence of these like manufactured pop acts that are the bane of my existence. So, and I think a lot of music lovers' existence is just like, pulling your hair out for this kind of fake stuff that dominates the airwaves. But that's how we started. So you can imagine, how happy we were to have things like iTunes develop and online distribution and all kinds of ways that we've really embraced by starting our own label and just getting out of the major label system altogether and finding, that we finally really have gotten the respect that we always felt we deserved, and I think musicians deserve in general. They're usually the bottom of the totem pole, at the record labels. Even huge stars, say that. They feel still they're kind of like the employee of the big machine. And it's just, even for the people that work that we even hear about, it sounds like there's a lot of resentment and unhappiness. So we thought we'd skip that part.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really cool to be able to just embrace the changes.
And so you mentioned online distribution. How do you feel that some of your fans don't pay for your music, and what do you make of music piracy?
Well, I don't think that a lot of people steal Metric records. I think there's a certain proportion that are, people will always be inclined, I suppose, to want to do that. But, it's made quite easy for people. We make it available in so many ways. Through our website directly, and then obviously iTunes, which everyone can use. And we also do vinyl, and we also do special edition things like our stereo box, and we do really make beautiful artwork. And I think Metric fans know there isn't some huge corporation that the money's going to, that they can rip off. I think they know that it's every dollar is directly, there's no fake money in the Metric organization. So if we want to tour a place, it's like, well, we're going to pay for it to go. Let's go. There's no help. So I think our fans know if they stop buying our records, we will stop existing.
Yeah. Of course. So have you set up the label just for Metric's music, or do you want to become a label manager as well? Are you looking to...
Oh God, yeah, I don't think so. I know, and we kind of use the word label because it's what else are you going to use?
Yeah.
But, really more it's just a philosophy and a legal structure, as dry as that sounds. But where we've been able to finally get partners all over the world who will come around to our vision, which is put the band and the listener at the center, records and concerts, and one band, us. and then let's just all, you know, visualize together the best way to get this out to people, the people who want to hear it, you know, and maybe like let some other people know about it who maybe haven't heard about it. And you'd be surprised how such a simple concept took up a lot of my life as an artist, like just trying to get that in place. So in a lot of ways, I feel like I've just started because I don't have to deal with that constant negativity anymore of like trying to fit into that world.
Are there any other soundtracks on the horizon?
Well, we just did the Cronenberg movie, so that was great. We did that right after Synthetica, so nothing yet. I know Edgar Wright's making a new movie, so I'm hoping he'll give us a call when that's up and running. So, but otherwise it's going to be really exciting for us to do a big arena tour of Canada. And as I said, like we're playing Radio City Music Hall and the Greek in Los Angeles, and a really amazing sort of landmark tour for us in North America. So.
Oh, cool. Well, I look forward to hearing more from you this year, and thanks for taking the time out this evening to chat.
Thanks.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely.